we are live here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We are at the Ice Angling Institute. It is Sunday. It is the morning. There is still time to get here if you have not. There are other shows coming up, but while we're here today, we're in one of my favorite booths, AquaVu. So, both of you guys, thank you for being here. Where should we start? There's a lot of camera options.
Well, I'll start because he's got all the technical stuff. So I just got to say I have both a Revolution camera and I have a bigger camera. I can mount it on my boat, but I'm going to let him get into that. But in ice fishing, AquaVu has really changed everything. And you can see what's going on below, but you can watch the bite and set the hook. But for those fishing every day or in tournaments, you don't go to a tournament without seeing an AquaVu on the ice. And there's a reason. Because you can see the fish and you put them on the ice. And that's why you see these when you go to the big fishing tournaments in derbies. And AquaVu, with something like this, you can see the fish. The cameras, it's like spy technology. You can drop it in there. They're even drilling smaller holes just to camera fish when they're pre-fishing for these tournaments. They're drilling little holes looking for the fish and then they come back later. But these cameras are light, have more features than I can get into in a short amount of time. Magnetic charger, color, very crisp. But now I want Ben, who is the owner of AquaVu, to go in on the big cameras and what their uses are here. So go ahead, Ben.
Well, I got to do one small point to this one right here. This is our Revolution. And this has, the cool part about this right here is cable management. I can just reel it right up. And so you don't have a bunch of cable lying all over the ground. So that's probably the coolest factor on this camera. Oh, I love it. One of the neatest things we did for 2019-20 season is we changed our lens on all of our big cameras. What it is, it's an optical grade lens. Now, when you put both last year's model and this year's model camera next to, like, reading the paper, one you can see the paper, the other one you can actually read the paper. Incredibly clear lens on this right here. On our big cameras right here, these things right here, we actually upgraded from 720 to 1080, which is fabulous. We also have a color correction. What that means is when you go down about 10 feet down, all the reds, all the blues go out of the picture. And now all of a sudden this actually, and so you'll just see green. With this right here, it actually puts like a filter on it, electronic filter, so it all of a sudden is beautiful color down 10, 20, 30 feet. Also with our new HD cameras, the HD 7i Pro, the 10i, and the 10i Pro, what we've done is we've added an energy saving mode. So you can over double your length of battery life on those. And that's on all of our new HD ones. But yeah, these are incredible, these cameras right here. Super heavy, and the cool part about this, if you haven't seen it before, is we use a rail system, so you can add different attachments onto it. So you can have your camera facing downward, sideways, up viewing. You can also add, for summer viewing right there, you can put a trolling fin on, and you can troll 2-3 miles an hour. It's pretty incredible. No other camera's ever done that. And on our top-of-the-line HD ones right here, actually the monitor is 5 times brighter than our other models. So
there's a lot of really great stuff here, and like you guys are mentioning, for the boat, for trolling, but there's also people putting them in their hard shacks, their hard houses, yes. And you are able to even sometimes connect it to your TV, and everybody in your house is able to see. So some really, really neat features. If you are not that person that takes a big boat out or has that big house to connect up to, then these smaller models, the size does not matter here, because the amount of power that is packed into these little devices is astounding. And as somebody who uses one of these cameras, that is what I like most, is even all wrapped up in the case to keep it safe. What is nice is that it fits right in my backpack or my existing tackle boxes, and I can take it out on the ice, or I use it open water. And it's very light to carry around, it's very small to carry around, but it's been a very durable unit. The other thing that I really love about my camera is the record function, because although sometimes you put that camera down and you don't see much, you know that there's no fish there, it's time to move. Sometimes you put that camera down and you see things that people wouldn't believe you about. Scenes with so many fish that it looks like National Geographic, or maybe a pike comes and eats a panfish, or even just something as simple as watching the action on your jig and when that bite occurs. So if you are looking for fish, or if you are actually fishing to catch fish, this is a device that has really helped me bring fish to the top.
Absolutely, and why fish if they're not there? And you'll know if they're there with this. And you see the bite, then you set the hook. You don't wait for the rod to move.
It's true. So for people who are able to be at this show or one of the other shows, because certainly AquaVu comes to all of the great shows, it's really worth coming to the booth and seeing which model is right for you, because there are a lot of options, and that's on purpose, because what's right for one angler won't be perfect for another. So come and find your right fit camera. Come and talk to these awesome guys. But for people who can't be here, where do they find AquaVu Cameras?
At all the great retailers, just about every place out there has AquaVu's, and you'll go to the Bro Roadshow. You can see the list of events where I'm going to be at. I'll be glad to sit down and show you AquaVu's. Come on down, I'll show you. But if you can't make it to that schedule, you can look it up online. You can check the stores before you go, and if you can't find it in your area, go to aquavu.com. We'll be glad to show you where.
And some great, awesome videos on Facebook. So go see what people are catching.